and welcome back to the Anti-Septiceye fanfiction. My point of view. Dark and Amy were nowhere to be found. I shrugged it off and took the elevator upstairs. I went to the 78th floor to grab Amber's training equipment. I teleport to her dome. I look inside and see Search is with her. I creeped inside the dome. I walked up behind Search Applier. She is sitting with Amber. Search, why are you here, honey? I asked Kophine beside her. Dad is murdering again. Search struggles. Oh, honey, I say. How about you help me train Amber? I ask. A smile appeared on her face. Search sets up the obstacles on the ground, and I hang things in the air. Amber knows the course like the back of her claw. Amber, go, I yell, and Amber shoots through the first hoop in the air. Then there are flames around it. She flies through it, then all like they are nothing. When she lands beside me, I smile. Here, Search, give Amber her treat. I say with a smile. Search takes the dragon cookie from me and hands it to Amber. Amber's names on the cookies. Nubbles on the cookies for a while before she scorch sit to eat. But can I spend the night here? Search asks. You can stay here tonight, but tomorrow I'm gonna go over to your home with you, okay? I tell Search. She nods with a smile. I direct Search to the guest room on the 90th floor. I guess that's an asking because the question mark. I ask Search. I direct Search to the guest room on the 90th floor. I hand her some PJs and tuck her in. Good night, Search, I say. Good night, she says before dozing off. I exit her room and teleport upstairs. I walk in my room and change into PJs. I crawl into bed and turn on the TV. I search through the channels. Finally, I decided on 50 First Dates. Auntie walks inside the bedroom. He looks beat up. Bad meeting? I ask. He nods, snapping his finger, and instantly he is in his boxers. He crawls in bed next to me. Can I get a kiss? He whines. I kiss him with a smile. I'm going to talk to Google tomorrow. Search is spending the night with us because he was killing people. It pisses me off, I tell Auntie. He nods and goes to sleep. I do too. Chapter 15. The next day, my point of view. I smile as we walk to Google Player's house. As we approach the door, Search got real nervous. Auntie dragged on the floor. Google opened the door. He yanks Search inside and begins to slam the door. I shut my foot in the way of the door. I stuck my foot in the door so it would not shut. Google, we need to talk, I ask. Google, we need to talk, I say seriously. Google opens the door with an angry frown. Auntie was first to step inside Google's house. I followed behind. We sat on a couch. Search went to her room and Google sat in front of us. Google, you terrify Search. She hates it when you kill. Auntie bends. I see a spark in Google's eyes. Suddenly he stands and pins me to the wall. I rip his hands away from my neck and twitch. At that moment, Google is planted to the ground. I looked at Auntie. He is tied to the couch. Suddenly, Google sent blades flying my way. Another 3 hit my arm, and blood trickled down my arm onto the floor. Google takes advantage of the moment and flips the 2 of us. He now has me pinned to the ground. Before I could stop it, pink eyes shot through my hand. My pink wings had spreaded. Google teleports to the other side of the room. Auntie finally breaks free from the chains and rushes to Google. Google stares at him with an evil grin, and Auntie collapses in pain. I rush over to help Auntie. As I kneeled beside him, as I feel a pressure, I looked up and see Google with a knife. As he tries to stab Auntie, I spread my wings and created a force field around Auntie. My wings ached as blood gushed from my body. A knife is pushed through my leg. A bullet goes through my back, and I am thrown to the wall. Everything becomes blurry, but I can make out shapes. Auntie has Google pinned. The darkness around me glows. Auntie draws a knife from his pocket. The darkness closes in more. Search comes running to me. Auntie walks away from the dead corpse of Google Potter. The darkness is away. Everything seems to be slow motion. Auntie picks me up with tears in his eyes, and all the light around me fades. The darkness finally engulfs everything. All control over my body is gone. That turned dark very, very quickly. I collapsed the woman's face. Still my point of view. I collapsed the woman's face in my hands. I pushed her towards the big door that said death. I'm not scared of you, I yelled. The woman suddenly appears. I checked the clock. 4 minutes. Every minute on the clock with a month in the real world, and I had to choose life or death. I instantly chose life, but a different side of me fought back. I wasn't scared of her. I was scared of losing Auntie. I ran towards the door with the word life. I slowly filled through the door. There was a flash of light, and slowly my eyes opened. I looked over and see Auntie asleep. There was a knife in his hands, so I figured he's probably spinning it around like always. I look behind Auntie and see everyone except Google sitting on the floor, sleeping. I felt the warmth of Auntie's hand. Slowly I rubbed small circles with my thumb. I watched as Auntie's eyes opened slowly. When I tried to speak, my voice faded, so I just smiled. Auntie stood immediately. The knife flew out of his hands and above Dark's head. Dark looked up at the knife and laughed. Slowly, everyone woke up and all greeted me. A little while later, I noticed a blue hair walk in. Search, I asked weakly. I had finally found my voice. She ran over and hugged me. Thank you, you saved me. Ollie, Search thanked me. Auntie smiled. Search and I walked to Ollie privately. Auntie asked. He nodded and left the room. I was thinking you have taken a liking to Search, so I thought if you liked, she could live here with us. I mean, you did save her from Google. Auntie explained and asked with a smile. What happened to Google? I shuddered with a weak voice. He is dead, Auntie replied, showing no emotion. I would love it if Search lived here, I finally replied. I heard Search jumping up and down outside the door. You can come in, you sneak, Auntie yelled. Search walked in with a smile. It would be fun, I know. I love Search. He is a great kid. Alright, if you guys like this episode, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already.